And we are live, guys. Welcome to the Men of High Value channel. My name is Joseph Darling, and today we are going to talk about, hold on a second. We're going to talk about putting together a winning team. It's been a very lonely process this last 10 years, I guess. I mean, I haven't really been a proper entrepreneur before 2 years ago. That's when I really started to get things rolling, and that was mostly because I actually quit my full-time job in October 2016, and I had already started my car rental company, and also I was also doing some rental property that was beginning to catch momentum. But during the whole time there, up until that point, I had pretty much been alone on the journey of personal development and becoming an entrepreneur. And that's what you need to remember when you want to become a success, when you want to create success in your life. In the beginning, no matter what, it's going to be a lonely journey. You're going to be by yourself. You're going to be alone. It's a very hard process because everyone around you is doing your opposite. Everyone around you is saying you should get a job, or why did you quit your job? In my example, I used to work as a subway driver, metro driver in Oslo, and it was a very well-paid job. I was making, what's it called in Norwegian? I guess it's $5,000 a month, and before taxes, and that's pretty good income. But I was working for the government. That's not why I quit. But the reason why I quit was because I knew that I could become an even huger success if I didn't have the task of having to report to a boss every single day. But at this time, my income from my business actually was higher than my expenses, and therefore I could actually support myself with it. And I didn't need the income from my full-time job anymore. So that was what happened to me. Like, I managed to make that transition, and I'm so grateful that I quit my job in October 2016. My goal was to quit working for someone else at 30, and that's actually something I managed to do. But I'm still working for someone today. I have customers, and I have to basically satisfy a lot of customers in order for me to make more and more and more and more money. At one point, this process will, I will find a way to replace myself so that that process is going and becoming automatic. So, and that's what you need a winning team for. You create a winning team so that you help each other to replace yourselves. By using robots or technology, or simply by finding other people who simply just want full-time jobs. That's what entrepreneurs do. They find people who are afraid of being an entrepreneur and who just want a full-time job, and that's perfect and fine for them. And you replace yourself with them. You make sure that you make a lot more money than from their efforts than what you pay them, so that you can make sure that you can keep it going and sustain it throughout a long period of time. So anyway, you're in the beginning, it's a lonely road, but putting together a winning team is where it's at, because in order to create huge things in the future, in order to become a huge success, you have to have a huge team. So if you repel people and they don't like to be with you, then you have to find a way to increase your rate of failure with that one. You have to work with people, you have to talk to people, you have to find out how to work with people. Because eventually, once you've done that, once you've failed at it so often, at working with people and learning about how working with people and reading those people skills books and doing what it takes in order to learn how to work with people, eventually you'll know how to work with people. And then they'll want to follow you, and they'll want to do the things that you ask them to do, because they know that you as a leader will take care of them as followers. And hopefully you're the right type of guy that also wants them to become leaders themselves, so that they can also have what you have, or so that they also can create even something better than you, perhaps. And that's what we're all about as a winning team. The acronym for team is Together Everyone Achieves More, and there's nothing like it. In the videos that will come, I'll probably share a little bit more about my team, of what I've put together. But for now, I'll see you again tomorrow.